way am I going? I feel like I got lost somewhere. And a bag. Mr. Business was being a punk. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Okay. I think. Oh no, here's the exit. Okay, cool. Okay, so, nope, wrong way. Just set my respawn point, just in case. gonna start digging some of this out. Oh, and in case anyone is actually watching and you hadn't figured it out yet, I'm playing this on my Xbox. And, I mean, I guess I could bring up the Twitch app on my phone, but I'm not really checking comments so much. I do appreciate them. Saw one, can't remember which stream it was, said something about the number of days. I keep meaning to take that off, mostly just because I don't know, it's just taking up part of the screen. Yeah, I've been on this realm a long time. A lot of that I did sleep through. Because, I don't know, for some reason I had it in my head that changing the difficulty to peaceful would turn off achievements or advancements or whatever. It does not. And, yeah. I mean, I mentioned what a hassle it was getting the villagers all set up, and they're still, you know, punks about it. But yeah, while I was working on all of that, just because I haven't totally spawn-proofed the village and the area around it, as soon as it started to get dark, I would sleep. So a lot of those days on there, I did sleep. Of course, when I'm down here mining and tunneling and stuff, I don't usually bother sleeping. Unless there's a thunderstorm, because, you know, I don't want anything on the surface to catch fire. Is it just wool, or can it set the trees on fire as well? Also, it's just loud, you know, I don't like that. That's a fun noise. So that's a cave noise, right? Like, that means I'm near a cave, I guess. I'm usually near a cave when I'm doing this. But the noises are interesting. Also, dang it, where's my shovel? What was I saying? Now I need... Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I have no idea what I was even mentioned before. Oh, right, the day count. Yeah. I may have mentioned that, you know, I consider this my forever world. I always wanted that, just one world that I played on. Not exclusively, but, like, this is just my main world, you know? Which is why I don't have too many add-ons on here. I might try adding, or putting that realism visual effects add-on back on, just because it makes it so pretty. I love it. I decided that I hated the furniture add-on, so I removed that, but it still takes up space in the recipe book, which is so obnoxious. I don't know how to fix that. Do I have, let's see. Alright, the add-ons. I do have, what is it? The gravestone add-on. Mostly just because, you know, I made this realm for me and my kids to play on, and, you know, kids, don't always take it so well when they lose all of their stuff. And I didn't want... Keep inventory is considered a cheat, right? Maybe I'm totally wrong about that. But I got the gravestone add-on under the impression that, dang it, that keep inventory is considered a cheat, and the add-ons don't count towards that. You know, so this realm has never been in creative. It's always been strictly survival. I like getting the achievements. I don't really try to get them. Eventually I will probably do that. Although some of them, like, there are a lot now. I don't know if it's achievements or advancements or whatever they call it, but you know what I mean. And I just don't want to totally take that away from this realm, because again, forever world. And in my forever world, I want to be able to get any achievements or advancements or whatever that they, you know, put in the game. I'm not sure how many I actually have right now. Where would I find that? What is this? I don't know what that is. Settings. Would that... I don't know, I'll check that out later. Thought I heard noises outside. Yeah, so there is a gravestone add-on that you can put on a world, and it's really handy. It's not exactly keep inventory, right? So if you were to use the gravestone add-on and you die, what it does is it drops a gravestone wherever you died. Now you're going to respawn back at whatever respawn point you've set, or at the world spawn just like normal, and you're not going to have any of your inventory. Um, so it's similar to how if you died without the add-on, all your stuff would drop and you can run back and pick it up, except I'm pretty sure what that doesn't, like, some percentage of it despawn or whatever, like, immediately. So that even if you make it back in time, you can only ever pick up so much of your stuff that you dropped. Anyway, so the gravestone takes all of your inventory and puts it in this container. It looks like a little gravestone. It's kind of cute. And it just keeps it safe until you come back and you break the gravestone, and then it drops all of your stuff, which is kind of annoying because it drops, everything. And so if you have a full inventory and full armor and shield, then you're going to have to do some maneuvering real quick to get it all sorted out, but it's not too bad. And like I said, it's very handy when you're playing with kids who may or may not get frustrated when they die and lose all their stuff. Doesn't stop the dying, but it does help with the frustration. And you still have to go back and pick it all up, which is its own problem. One of my kids died in lava in the Nether, and the gravestone, it's safe from lava, but it's still at the bottom of the lava, and so I had to go in with gravel and sand and break the lava blocks and make just a safe spot around the gravestone so that we could get all the stuff back. So that was fun. And then my other kid died in the void. We still have not retrieved that gravestone. Yeah, so he went to the end, and I can't remember how he fell off, but he did. And there's a gravestone there. It's sitting on top of the void, just at the bottom of, the end, the world. I don't know. It's there. We just can't get to it. And even if we could, there's nothing underneath it, so breaking it would release everything it's holding into the void. So that one we may never recover. point, I need to make a prismarine farm. I need a lot of prismarine. Oh, inventory is full. Fun fact, in case you weren't aware, honey blocks are insta-mine, even if you have mining fatigue, which is pretty awesome. Kind of wish I'd recorded the first time I just demolished an ocean monument. It was fun. It took forever though, because mining fatigue. And also, here's another fun fact. I did not know this when I first started taking on that ocean monument. In Bedrock, the Elder Guardians don't have a cooldown time. So, like, pretty sure I brought a cow out there and, you know, buckets and whatever, so I could milk the cow and get rid of the mining fatigue. And I'm doing that, and just immediately mining fatigue again. There's no cooldown. You just have mining fatigue the whole time. At least until you kill the Elder Guardians. And that is... oh, it's such a hassle when the whole thing is underwater, and, you know, this was before I had respiration, and so I was just dropping sand and gravel, and yeah, it was great. And then digging it back up after it destroyed water source blocks, and it just took so long because I had mining fatigue the whole time. But I did it. Yeah, this is that spot that I was filling in. I just don't like random little dead ends. I mean, I know everything underground has to dead end eventually. Well, I guess not everything. You know, it could have an exit to the surface. But I don't know. I just hate seeing these little areas that go to nothing. So I just fill these in, and that's, you know, a good use for some of the many random blocks I pick up when I'm tunneling. Do you ever get so in your head that you forget that you're not talking? It's really fun. Not really. I mean, kind of, but also no. It's mostly just kind of annoying. Especially when it happens like mid-thought. You know, like, I don't know, I bring something up and I say some things about it, and then I get so in my head thinking about the thing that I'm talking about that I forget that I'm supposed to be talking about it, and I just get quiet. And then I forget what I'm even doing, which is super fun. So I don't know if I've mentioned, but I do have ADHD. Again, super fun. Love it. I mean, maybe you could tell the many, many unfinished things in my world. I mean, I could work on this right now, but I don't feel like it. I want to do this. This is fun for me somehow. Or maybe not fun so much as satisfying. My cat has lost his mind.
I just had a nightmare.
Oh, are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. That was a neat sound. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I had coffee. What's up?
Well, it was really scary. For me, it was.
Okay. You can turn that heater up a little bit. I had it turned down because of the clicking. Yeah. It's cool though. Hmm? Love you too. What's up?
Can I have a soda with?
Sure. Mr. Business. Mr. Business, what are you doing? Yeah, let's drop off some stuff. Well, what should I talk about? I feel like I should talk about something. I have a mic now. I have an audience, possibly. I took up knitting recently. Now I learned how to crochet some years ago. Nothing elaborate. I can do basic stitches, and I've never been great at reading the patterns, so I mostly make blankets because I can just do rows back and forth. That's easy. No, the patterns, I really, I mean, maybe I'll check out some videos because the videos have helped me with the knitting a lot. Yeah, I took up knitting recently, and it was a struggle to start, but I think I've got it. It still takes me forever, and I don't know if that's a me thing or if that's just a knitting thing. Mr. Business, you stop that. Get out of there. So yeah, I don't know if the time it takes is just me or if that's just how knitting is. But I finished a project yesterday. I'm pretty happy with it. It's very cute. I love the color. It's the paper said it's heather, but isn't heather more of a grayish kind of color? Because this is like a purpley sort of gray, or a grayish sort of purple. I don't know. But I made a shawl, and it's very cute. And I know it's totally an old lady thing, but I don't care. I'm bringing it back. The thing is, I timed one of my rows as I was knitting, and I think it took me about 12 minutes, give or take. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't even one of the pattern rows. It was just, you know, knit straight across. And then yesterday, as I was finishing it up, I mean, I had finished the knitting part. I had to block it. and if you don't know what that is, that means that you take your yarn project, knit or crochet or whatever it is, and you can soak it in water, or you can give it a very gentle wash if it needs it, and it probably does because you know you've been handling it for however long, and yeah. And then you roll it in a towel to help take off some of the excess water, and then you lay it flat on a surface. And now initially, I'm not sure what the measurements were on this thing. I didn't actually measure it. I kind of just eyeballed it, and I was like, yeah, that looks big enough. But I got a piece of cardboard. I got a chest freezer recently, and still haven't gotten rid of the box. It's out in the carport. But I got a piece of cardboard from the box, and it was just big enough for the shawl to sit on it flat. I was like, okay, perfect. And so I soak it and I lay it out flat and I stretch it out a bit, and it's too big for the cardboard. I had to overlap a couple pieces, but I made it work. I love the sounds. And yeah, so what you do after that, you lay it flat and you kind of stretch it out a bit. You don't want to like overstretch it. You just want to stretch it out to its full potential, you know? Excuse me. Because when you're working with yarn, whether you're crocheting or you're knitting, the stitches get kind of tight sometimes. And so the blocking, what you're doing is you're opening up those stitches. And then you pin it in place and you let it dry like that. And that just opens it all up to the way it's supposed to be. And it looks very cute. It's very pretty. But yeah, so so just the knit part, I had timed the one row, and I think it was about 12 minutes. And so I ended up taking a hair dryer to this thing because I'm impatient, and I didn't trust it to just sit out, for however long it would take to air dry. Not with, dog and cat and kids and just everything that comes with all that. So I'm sitting on the floor with a hair dryer trying to help this thing dry faster. Took a while. And I'm counting the pattern sections. And then I did just a rough calculation based on that 12 minutes for the one row, and then approximately the number of rows in the shawl, and it took me probably 75 hours total. And that is working hours. That is not, calendar hours, I guess. So knitting takes a long time. Could definitely never, sell one of these things because I would have to charge like $800, And if you're wondering where I get that number from, when you handcraft things, okay, so let's say you're working just a regular job, wherever, restaurant or store or whatever it is, they're going to pay you hourly most of the time. Maybe your salary, but that's a trap. Trust me. So you're going to get paid by the hour, and I'm not even actually sure what minimum wage is. But I feel like and I know it's like a state by state thing. I don't know what, I don't feel like looking it up. Let's just assume minimum wage is $10 an hour. Okay. It's an easy number to work with. So if I put 75 hours into this thing and, I'm paying myself, because that's how you figure out pricing for handmade items, I'm paying myself $10 an hour, that's $750 for one item. And then that's not even material cost, which actually the material for this was fairly cheap, I think. Took like 3 balls of yarn, and I think they were, they might have only been $5 each, so the material cost was like 15 bucks. I do try to get the yarn when it's on sale, save some money. So yeah, as much as I enjoyed the process and I loved the finished product, and I haven't taken it out to like show off to anybody yet. My boyfriend thinks it looks really cool. He's very impressed. But I don't know, I swear, if you craft anything, and especially if you're crafting for yourself, and if it's, you know, something that other people can see, like if it's something wearable, like a shawl or a scarf or a hat or whatever, or I don't know, maybe you make maybe you make jewelry, you know, you make anything and you let people see it and you let them know that you made it, and suddenly you have so many people interested in, oh, I want to buy your product. I want to support you as a maker, as a creator, as a crafter. And then you tell them, well, this is how much I have to charge for it to be at all fair. And suddenly people are like, nope, no thank you. I will buy my stuff from the store, you know? And I get it. I do, because I am poor. Okay? I would not pay $800 for this. Now, I would, and I have, and I did, pay $15 for materials and spend, several weeks of my free time just working on this. But I'm not going to pay somebody $800 to do it for me. So, yeah, like, it's a struggle sometimes. Now, I do actually make scarves and hats, and I'm working on a baby blanket right now. That's a gift. It's going to take me a while. I, just for funsies, might like figure out how much time and money I put into it. I'm not going to tell the person because, like I said, it's a gift. Yeah, that's another thing that I probably would never be able to market because I would have to charge a ridiculous amount of money just to cover my time. Yeah. Now the hats and the scarves, and I started making these really cool hoods. Like it's just a hood that you wear, like a hoodie kind of hood, but without the sweater part. And it's got a drawstring. And what's really cool about it is there's a built-in face cover. So if it's like really cold, and this has been a really mild winter, but the last couple of years here, I'm in the Northwest, it gets really, really cold. And so, I mean, I hate that this winter has been so very mild, or I could have sold more of these things, but whatever, I'll just stockpile these really cute hoods that I make, and hopefully next winter is much colder. But I can make those fairly quickly because I got this knitting machine and I love it. It's just so much fun and it is ridiculously fast. I was watching videos because I had, this is when I just started knitting, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna knit things. Let me watch all the videos on how to do stuff. And yeah, I will learn everything because, ADHD is very much all or nothing. And it's fun, it's fun. But yeah, when I start a new hobby, and I try to not start too many new hobbies. I cycle through my hobbies. Like I said, I crochet. I haven't done that in a while because, I don't know, I went through this whole stint a few years back where I was making blankets for everyone. I was like, I have some extra money. I have disposable income and I need to keep my hands busy. And I love to crochet. So I'm going to make blankets for everyone I know and just gift them, Christmas, birthday, just because, right? And my favorite part of the process is picking out colors for people, right? And I was doing this for like family and stuff. So I tried to pick a good color combination that I felt like fit, a person's like personality, like their vibes, I guess. I think I did a good job, Everybody loved the blankets, and they're super soft and very warm and kind of heavy, honestly, like just the kind of yarn I was using at the time. It's just very dense. So I know I weighed one of them. Can't remember how much the weight came out to. Like, not as much as a weighted blanket, but still heavier than like your average couch blanket, throw, Afghan, whatever you want to call them. And I've gone off on some kind of a tangent. Yeah, so, oh right, so these hoods, right? Because I watched all the videos, like what sorts of projects can I do? What kinds of things can I make with knitting? And I came across this video where this lady is making these hoods, and I'm like, oh, that looks perfect, right? Like, I found a pattern for a similar kind of hood, except the face cover was the neck part. So you could wear it normally and not have your face covered, and it would have, I guess it's a cowl, but it covers the neck, right? So it keeps your neck warm. But then if you wanted to cover your face, you would fold the neck part up under the hood, and it would cover your face, but then your neck is not really covered. And I guess, you could wear a scarf or whatever if you really wanted to, And I did make one of those, and it turned out okay, But I was like, it would, here's this video where this lady is making these hoods, which is what I want to make, and hers have both the neck part and the face part already on there, right? So you don't have to sacrifice one for the other. I was like, that is perfect. But then she starts making it, and she's using this knitting machine, and I was like, oh, well, I don't have one of those. Can I still just knit the thing? And I'm really trying to figure out how I can just hand knit this thing without this machine, because I don't want to invest too much money, because I know how I am with my hobbies. And then she's using this thing and she's like, okay, so we're going to get our yarn on here and we're just going to do a few rows at a nice slow speed just to get it started. And then, okay, now we're good. You know, we've got 6, 7 rows on here and we're just going to pick up the pace and knock out another 100 rows and I'll come back and see you when you're done. And I'm like, really? Because that would take me a week, you know, just hand knitting that stuff. So I got the machine and I love it. It's so much fun and it really does just knock out rows of knitting so fast. Great investment. In fact, the hoods that actually, it was a gift. My boyfriend got it for me for Christmas because, you know, I was like, babe, you got to see this video. It's amazing. I need this. I'm going to knit everything. Like we're never going to buy clothes again. You know, I'm going to make all of the clothes. I'm going to make all of the socks, all of the things, all of the sweaters. We're just going to buy yarn, you know. I didn't really say all that, but yeah. That was that's that all or nothing, you know. At least I'm aware of it at this point in my life, and even though I still experience it and I can be like, "Oh yeah, just all the things, gonna knit all of it." Like logically, I know that that's not realistic. And so I do have some restraint and I can say, yeah, I'm not going to invest however much money into all of this stuff at this time. We're going to, you know, invest a little bit, a reasonable amount of time and money and effort and see how it goes, right? But yeah, so I got this machine and you know, made quite a bit of stuff on here actually. It's so much fun. I love it. And I made quite a few of those hoods and I sold let's see, like six or seven of them. Of course I, you know, made some for the kids and my boyfriend. And I had started to hand knit one for myself before I got the knitting machine. And I was almost done with it. And it was all right. But as is my custom, I got that knitting machine and I was like, I kind of want to use this to make my own hood. So I'm going to have to completely unravel this other one that I made because I'm not going to buy more yarn. I'm just going to use the yarn that I picked out for myself. Yeah, I'm still working on unraveling that thing. It's I don't know, I guess that particular kind of yarn, once it is knit together, it likes to stick together. It doesn't want to come apart, and I don't want to tear it up because I'm going to use it. But whatever, it's fine. I will get to it eventually. It's nearly spring anyway, and like the weather's been very mild. It's been not very cold at all, so I have, you know, most of this year to get the hood done. I'm sure it'll happen. Yeah, crafty things. I love it. I love to craft things. I love to make all of this stuff. And if I can sell any of it, like, bonus, you know, that's amazing. I love that other people love the things that I make. I just really enjoy the process. I made some cosplay props some years back. They turned out really well. I made a few sets of horns out of styrofoam. those are pretty cool. I don't think I have any of them anymore. I know that I gave a few of them away, like I was making them for other people. And I kept a couple, but I don't think they survived this last move. I also made Marceline's axe base out of styrofoam. That was really fun. I've got pictures of like all. I think I have all the stuff that I made on my Instagram. I made cat feet. It wasn't a furry thing. It was actually for Homestuck cosplay. One of the characters wears these cat feet shoe things, I guess. So I got a cheap pair of shoes and styrofoam. So you can make so many things out of styrofoam. And yeah, so I made the shape of the cat toes with the styrofoam. And I shaped it so that it would fit on the front of these shoes. And then I got, I think it was felt, this blue felt, and just very carefully laid that over the styrofoam and the shoes. And it all worked out really well, like surprisingly well. Oh, got lag. Copper. Oh, inventory's full again. All right, we're gonna take all of this back. What time is it? Yeah. Sorry, I'm checking my chat. I always forget to do that. Of course, I never really expect anyone to actually watch this. Pretty full. Oh, there might have been copper in that one. I don't fine. And we're off. Sorry, I was spacing out for a second there. Oh no, dang it. Oh, that's it. Okay. I think I said this last time, but I try to pick up ore blocks with my Silk Touch because it just saves so much inventory space. I definitely don't want to hit them with this pickaxe because this is just a throwaway and it does not have fortune. It's fun watching the delay on my stream. I've got it open on my phone right now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry if anyone, actually watches this and tries to talk to me in the chat, because I don't really check it that much. Because, I'm on my Xbox. Sorry. I do appreciate the chats. I'm a little confused by this one. It says pre-recorded. I don't even know what that is supposed to be after that. This is definitely not pre-recorded. I am doing this right now. How would you even do that with a stream? Is that a thing that can be done? I have no idea. Well, I am turning off my Twitch app, so sorry if I miss any chats. Jasper, what up? Awesome. You had breakfast? Should do that. The most important meal of the day. Serving it up Gary's way. Pop. Sorry, I grew up on SpongeBob. Speaking of SpongeBob, I've looked it up before, and I can't remember who left the show. I want to say maybe like one or both of the creators or something.
Did you know that actor Goku died?
Do what?
The actor Goku, he died.
The voice actor? Which one? The English voice actor? I did not know that. That's very sad. I gotta look this up now. Goku. Nope, spelled that wrong. Oh, English voice actor. Hang on.
Or it might be the subbed one.
The Japanese voice actor?
Yeah.
That might be the one you're thinking of, because the English voice actor for the adult Goku, I didn't even specify. But yeah, the English voice actor for the adult Goku is still alive. Alright, folks. Or, let's see. Whoever is watching this. That one person. Oh, okay. Well, that happened. Nothing. Oh no, the lapis. Oh, dang. I almost left you. You're safe now. I got you. Dang it, what was I saying? Right, so. Anime, dubs or subs? Let's fight about it. Honestly, like, I prefer dubbed, generally speaking. Of course, that's what I grew up with, you know. The anime I watched just came on the TV. However, and I don't know for sure that this is the case with all of the, I don't even know what I'm saying. So I have been watching Dragon Ball, because I never actually, like, finished it, because, you know, I'm just totally random, and, yeah, my brain does what it wants. I've been watching Dragon Ball, and I'm watching it on this app. And it's funny because I'm watching the dubbed anime, but it automatically shows the subtitles, and I don't know that the subtitles are the subtitles you would see if you were watching, sub anime, right? Um, like if I was watching it with the original audio, are these the subtitles I would see? I'm not sure. I guess I could try watching the Japanese version. However, what I find interesting is I'm watching the dubbed Dragon Ball, right? And the subtitles are coming up, and for the most part, they're pretty close to what the voice actors are saying, um, except not exactly, and sometimes just totally different. And I get some of it was for content, because there was that it was the Red Ribbon Army. Crap. Was it Silver or Blue who like I think Bulma tried to distract him, and like I don't know, she's in a tank top and her underwear, I think, because she was just swimming. Like they're looking for a Dragon Ball, and they're in this underwater cave. And so one of the Red Ribbon Army guys shows up, and he's super tough, and he's gonna fight him and whatever. And Bulma's like, "Oh, look at me! I'm in my underwear. Does this interest you?" And he's kind of like, "Ugh, gross. Like, put on some clothes." And so I don't know. There were a few instances like that where I had assumed that, maybe he's gay, right? And I'm not sure what episode I'm on now. We've met Piccolo at this point, though, so like we've gone through the second round of the martial arts tournament, and so we're pretty well past the Red Ribbon Army at this point. So it's been a little bit. Yeah, so there were a few instances where, something happened with this guy. I don't know what his. I can't. I seriously, I cannot remember if he was silver or blue. I'm sure he was one of them. And I'm like, okay. They're like hinting that maybe he's gay, and then let's see, there was that part where crap, I can't remember the name of the area, but it's where that girl and her little flying cherub friends who eat metal, I think, and then let's see, there was like a little flying baby who has magic powers or something. If you've seen it, you probably know what I'm talking about. So Goku, he ends up there somehow, and the radar's broken, and he's asking, if anyone can fix it, and then this the Red Ribbon Army guy shows up, right? And he has this car that he stole, right? And it breaks down, and he is losing it. He's trying to get it running again. I can't remember if he's trying to get away or if he's trying to track down Goku. I don't know what the deal is, but this little boy shows up, and they're all small, so there's no telling what his actual age is supposed to be. Because isn't Goku at this point like 12, and he's still pretty short? But this boy shows up, and he's like, "Oh, are you having some car trouble, mister? I can help you with that. It's a really simple fix, and here you go." And this Red Ribbon Army guy, I, the English version, right? The dubbed version. He's saying that this little boy reminds him so much of his long lost little brother. I think his name was Sam or Samuel or something. And so that's what he's saying. And, maybe it kind of fits with the animation, like what's going on in the show. The subtitles, however, tell a completely different story. Yeah, he was into the little kids, and that's. I mean, he's a bad guy, so I guess. But yeah, he's doing like I don't know, the heart eyes and just swooning over this kid. It's really gross. So yeah, I don't know, like it's just seeing the differences in the script. It's interesting. I know that like some of it is changed to fit the animation. You're not going to change the way the mouth is moving, so you want to change the line to fit what we're seeing, but still kind of keep it close enough to the source material that you're getting the message across. And for the most part, like, they do that. But then some of it is just totally different. Yeah, it's interesting. What's up?
Well, I was just thinking of my dream,
Mm-hmm.
and it's where like I don't know how I got this girl's location. But she was like jogging on a mountain, and then Jacoby's he has a dead brother in my dream. Jacoby's dead brother's cell phone just awoken. So like just popped up on the location thing.
And I'm back. What was I even talking about? Let's see. Today is Thursday. I should probably do things. More copper. Are you cooking something? Okay. Oh, got lag. Oh, is this charged? Oh, okay, it is. Oh, Bandit, what are you doing? He's trying to burrow.
No.
What?
I just started cooking.
Sure. Here you go, Bandit. Here's your blankie. Oh, I have coffee. coffee counts as water, right? It doesn't, but I can tell myself it does. What am I doing? Where am I going? Am I dropping? No. Not actually sure. Not at this moment. Dang it. I saw that one too. That's fine. There we go. Oh, awesome. I'm right here. Oh, that's filling up. Wait, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I'm getting close to was before. That big cave. Right? Like, it's somewhere up here, I'm sure. Coffee. Yeah. Let's get that gravel. Does anyone else love digging gravel and sand? Well, my inventory is full. What can I get rid of? That. And that. And we'll get rid of that. Okay, I'm going the right way. Mr. Business. So, eventually, I don't know, I might get a camera. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, like, it really depends on how this goes, you know, with, like, anyone is actually interested in my nonsense. Sorry. My cat is losing his mind. It's fine. But no, I was just thinking, like, I don't know. Maybe people would like to see Mr. Business. I do talk to him a bit while too far away. Okay, there's my respawn point. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking to him while I'm playing. And no one can see what he's doing, so you know, just thinking like maybe people would like to see the business. Because he's adorable. I mean, he is a punk. But he's a cute punk. I'm suddenly really sleepy. Like, oh, I feel like I could nap. I don't need to nap. I got plenty of sleep. It's just a thing that happens sometimes, and it sucks. I actually... Oh, more crap. So the sleepiness and this is... Okay, so fun fact. If you feel like you experience an abnormal amount of sleepiness, tiredness, fatigue, whatever, you know, enough that you talk to your, that like you want a professional opinion on the matter, you know, so you talk to your doctor or whoever in the medical field. Being sleepy and being tired, medically speaking, are two different things, right? So tired is, oh gosh, I can't remember how it was described to me exactly. It's like physical, what is that? Oh. Physical, Mr. Business. Physical exhaustion, I guess, you know, like, like you could be tired after work, or, you know, I don't know, you go to the gym and you work out really hard, and oh, I'm so tired, you know, whatever. Sleepiness, right? Feeling sleepy, that is actually the sensation of like needing to sleep. And so if you feel sleepy more than seems normal, and you want to get that checked out, like make sure there's nothing medically causing that, when you talk to the doctor, you have to actually say sleepy, right? Because if you just say, oh, I'm tired all the time, well, okay, like, yeah, you're tired. That's not a big deal. If you sleep a normal amount of time at night, usually, you know, but you get restful sleep, a good 8 hours or whatever, and you wake up and you still feel sleepy throughout the day, like you gotta say, I feel sleepy. Not I'm tired. No, I feel sleepy. I feel like I could sleep, you know? Um, because it took me a while to, turns out now, according to the sleep study that I did, there's no reason for me to be sleepy. I couldn't find anything. It's not narcolepsy, which is actually what I thought it was, because seriously, like, it's like hitting a wall for me sometimes, you know? Um, and I can nap like you would not believe. I can just, like, okay, I have a thing coming up in half an hour. I'm feeling sleepy. I'm gonna close my eyes and just nap right now. Um, but I don't know. I still feel like, I mean, it still gets me sometimes. Like I'm feeling sleepy now. I'm gonna push through it because it'll go away eventually. And I did sleep plenty last night, and like I'm doing a thing, you know. Ain't nobody got time for naps. Like, what you talking about? Actually, naps are amazing. Um, but yeah, it was enough of uh, a concern to me that, I brought it up with my doctor and like, hey, I feel like this isn't normal, you know. Uh, I'm not old enough to feel like I need I need a nap to make it through the day or whatever. And it's not even really an age thing. I mean, to an extent, yes, because like eh, babies, toddlers need naps. But I don't know, maybe after a certain age, maybe you get old enough and like very old, and maybe you need naps again. I don't know. But I'm definitely not anywhere near that. So I shouldn't feel this overwhelming need to sleep in the middle of the day like I do, even though it's only, just after 10. Although I did get up extra early this morning because Bandit was being a punk. But yeah, I did the whole. I finally got a doctor to like really listen, which is nice because I've been saying it for a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm very sleepy all the time. That light is weird, right? I don't know. Yeah, I did the sleep study. Oh, there goes. Oh, where did it go? The glow squid. It's gone. I did the sleep thing, sleep study. Spent the night at, not even sure what you call it, a sleep lab, I guess. They hooked me up to all the things so that they could monitor everything while I was sleeping. And then at the end of all of it, said that they didn't find anything. And I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. That's a big help. So it's all in my head. I'm just crazy. It's awesome. Love it. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I still get like really strong urge to sleep, but mostly I just try to push through it. Sometimes I do have to take a nap sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, my brain is shutting down. You're not going to get anything productive out of me if I don't take a break. But according to medical professionals, there's no reason for me to feel that way. So that's fun. I love not knowing things. It's great. All right. I think I have enough. I know as soon as I start blocking this off, it's just going to go everywhere. It's going to be a mess. Am I on the thing? Okay. Oh, why? Why does it do that? Just stop it. Look, it is still going all the way over. Why? Oops. Oh, dang it. I thought I crouched. That is ridiculous. What is this? What is this nonsense here? Okay. I'm just gonna... Let's see. I'm gonna have to drop some stuff off eventually, but we're gonna collect some more blocks here and try to cut off that water from my tunnel bridge. Oh, the burps are back. I love birds. Oh, bat. We're almost there. Why is it doing this? Still... I mean, this water is just being unreasonable. There. still going. Not all the way. All right, look at that. Did I get the wall done all the way? Okay, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Ooh, dang, I'm at the 2-hour mark. I should probably call it quits for now and get up and do something productive with my life. Yep. But the Minecraft. Yeah. I guess I should be done for now. I'm gonna go back here a bit, though. I don't know why, I just don't like to quit a game, you know, one block over a huge fall like that. I'm just gonna come back here to my tunnel where I feel safe. And I guess that's it for now. I may or may not be back on later. We'll see. See what the day brings. Oh, what am I doing?